Hey guys, my name is Weds, and today I'm gonna show you how to be OP in Vampire Survivors. Now, if this is your first time getting into the game, I have a crash course on what this game is all about, so I will leave a link in the description how you can check it out. But this video is good for new player as well as, you know, people that just been playing for a while that just needed some tips. So first thing you need gold. That means money that you can make in the game. Also, you also need the right power-ups, the right character, the right weapons, as well as understanding what it's called evolution in this game. Now, let's start with gold. Now, to get gold in this game, you need to break stuff like the lamps that you see on screen. Also, you also need to kill bosses that you see, and then they will drop chests and you can pick up the chest, and the chest has a power to actually give you 200, 300, and sometimes even 600. But you can make even more money if you have the right power up. So let's go to power ups. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So when you have a lot of gold, what you can do, you need to make sure you get the right stuff. So if you come here, my opinion, I would go for greed first, because greed gives you 10% more gold per rank and you go up to 50%. So the more of that you have and the more gold you're gonna make whenever you are playing. And I would also go for growth, because you get more experience. The more experience you get, the more leveling that you are going to do. But if you also want to get strong, I would say go for some might and max that out if you have enough gold. And then also I like to go with recovery as well. That way while I'm playing, even though I'm going with low health, but I can still accumulate some health while I'm playing with this recovery, even though it's not as big, but it will save you. And also magnet, I like this because you can pick up the gems very easily, so you can get the experience as fast as possible. And also I go get some luck, because the luck, sometimes if you have that, you get a chance to get the weapons that you want and then the passive that you want. So those are the ones that I would prioritize. But other than that, once you get more gold, just go and put some more in some of the other stuff. Now, when I talk about having the right character, there is no right or wrong. Some characters are stronger than others, but every character can be a very big force to reckon with, because they each have their own abilities and they each have their own playstyle. It's the matter of you, what you like. Let's take, for instance, the first character, Antonio. This guy start with a whip. So if you understand what evolution is, then you know the whip in combination with a hollow heart will give you an evolution called Bloody Tear. And with Bloody Tear, you have 40 damage base. So this is about damage. So before we keep talking about characters, let's go and make sure you understand evolution. So as you can see on the screen right now, when it comes to evolution, you combine a weapon and a passive and it'll give you an evolution, or a stronger weapon or stronger ability, however you want to call it. But each those ability have their own kind of damage. Some of them got big damage, some of them got smaller damage. So ideally you want to go for one that has a high damage. Let's say, for instance, on that screen you're looking at Fire Wand and Spinach give you Hellfire, and Hellfire, it says 100 damage. Now take everything with a grain of salt. I will leave a link in the description for the wiki page for Vampire Survivors, and you can check all those, because things can change and numbers can be different. So take this with a grain of salt. Now again, let's say you want to go for the Hellfire evolution, so you're gonna need the Fire Wand and you're also gonna need Spinach, and those you can find very early in the game. And now, so what you need to do, you got to make sure that you have those weapons. Spinach is unlocked automatically, so you can find this very easily. But the Fire one, you just have to know how to unlock it. Like if you want to know how to unlock something, just come to the game. Let's on the screen right now. Let's see unlocks, and then you can just go through those things right here. Let's, for instance, I'm looking for Fire Wand right here. I'm gonna go down and look for where I see the Fire Wand, and then I'm gonna show you what is required. Like it's right here, Fire Wand. You can destroy 20 light sources to actually unlock this. That's something you can do very easy when you start the game. When you see those lamps on the screen, then you can just destroy them. Once you do 20, then you can have this unlocked. And then once you unlock this, it will come in your option and then you pick it up. Now all you got to do now is make sure you upgrade the fire one to level 8 and then find the passive spinach, and then you will have the hellfire weapon. Now this doesn't mean this is going to happen every time, or it can happen, it may not happen, but you know, it's a lot of RNG involved in the game, so just take everything with a grain of salt. You just have to know which evolution you want to go for and then just go work at it, as long as you know how to unlock the 2 requirements. But for starters, when you first start, you get the first character, which is Antonio. With that Antonio guy, he start with the whip. Because he start with the whip, then you know you already start with that guy. All you got to do just now and find the hollow heart. Now when you start the game, when you first start the game, whichever character you start with, you're gonna start anywhere. When you start right straight in front of you, this is where you can find the hollow heart. That's if you haven't unlocked it yet. So all you gotta do, just go straight to the top, just go north, and you will find the hollow heart. So that way now you have the hollow heart and you also have the whip. Now all you gotta do, just upgrade the whip to level 8, and then you will have this combination of bloody tear, and that will give you 40 damage. That's just an example that is very easy for beginners, and then that's how you get this done. But ideally you want to go for the weapon with the highest damage. That way you can have a lot of fun, survive a lot longer, and then just unlock pretty much everything, because you are overpowered and you become a beast in this game. Basically, that's all you need to know about all these guys. So hopefully you find this information helpful. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.